Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Alright, for most people, this little video series probably will not be all too interesting. This is mostly for educational purposes and self-analyzation. We're going to be going over games to see what went wrong, what went right, and what could have been done better. This is a match where I am playing Karma support, and yeah, we're just going to basically go over it and see just how we got to the conclusion of the game. This is mostly to help myself analyze my own gameplay, see what I could be doing better, see what I could be doing worse. I'm not a support main, I'm actually a top laner, but support is the secondary role I play, so it's just important to analyze these games as it is to analyze my top lane gameplay. There will be videos of varying roles, honestly. There is autofill in this game, so sometimes you don't always get the role you want, and you just have to roll with it. This is Silver 5, nothing high ranked, but to get to the point where you can play in a higher rank, you need to hammer out the kinks. Anyway, just go ahead to go over a few things while the minions are spawning and everything. Ezreal ADC, Talon mid, Sejuani jungle, Kennen top. Our team is high CC, has pretty good synergy for team fighting. They are a bit heavy on the AD, but they have Twitch, so Twitch scales unbelievably hard. So playing this for the long game, probably not the best idea. Brand support has a cheesy amount of damage in lane, so it's something that we should be being precautious of. It was one of the reasons I picked Karma. Her shields and kind of help with the trading, that we have no real sustain versus what should really be a bit of a poke lane. But we're going to hope that they don't play it all that well, and we just are able to out-trade them. We're currently giving Alicia, there was no reason to watch what we were doing. And so were they. So we're pretty much going to arrive at the same time. No one's going to really have a level 2 advantage too quick. I think we're going to get, we are going to hit level 2 like a CS or maybe 2 earlier. I believe here that we should try to play the early laning a bit aggressively. Twitch's laning is actually quite weak. Despite how hard he scales into the late game and how strong he becomes, his early game is quite weak, so it's not something you have to be all that afraid of. So down here, we're just going to go for our trades. Now, I pay more attention to the things that are going on across the map. If there's nothing going on down here, then of course I'll go pay attention to that. But this is to analyze, my own gameplay, so I'll be looking down here, even if this does seem a bit boring at first. So we're getting really good trades. The Ezreal is, moving with me well. This is something that I kind of hate about being support sometimes. When you have an ADC who doesn't, match your aggression, or doesn't understand how the lane should be played, so they're not moving with you to be aggressive. We're much stronger early, and we have a lot of pokes, so there's no reason not to bully. As long as we don't let ourselves get poked down by Brand too hard, then we should be okay. Brand really mispositioning here, taking a lot of poke, and Ezreal goes in clean up. Good job from him. Getting ganked. Not sure. Did we get a Mia from him? I don't think we got a Mia from him. He just kind of walked off. Like Talon, was he gone? I'm not sure. But in any sense, Ezreal doing really well here. He got another one. He's still fighting. He's trying. There you go. He tried. He still got another kill. That was really worth. Good play by him. Twitch honestly should have just left, because Pantheon would have gotten that kill no matter what, and he would have gotten an assist. So there was no reason for him to let Ezreal get yet another kill on the way out. So lane pretty much going pretty good anyway. It's still fine. And all that time that Pantheon was gone, let's see here. 11-4. I mean, he gave up a lot of CS for that. That was a very odd roam. This shows I should have had it warded. I wasn't expecting such an early roam from mid lane. I especially wasn't expecting one without, the Mia. But that's fine. Mia, of course, being MIA, missing in action, so it means you don't see your lane opponent, so he could possibly be roaming to attack somewhere else. He did fall behind a little bit in CS. Honestly, Talon missed a lot of CS. He roamed down here and fought for a good while, and Talon only was able to, get a minor amount of CS at best, and it was just kind of pitiful, really. But, oh well. Back to the lane. So, we're definitely stronger now. Ezreal bought his tier. It doesn't really give him a power spike, but it gets him on the way to one, and it gives him a lot of mana for a lot of poke. We don't really need power here. We have good poke, good damage. That hasn't changed. So we can still play aggressively and still poke them down with just pure skill shots and play like that. We don't need, big power spikes to overcome them. So him going for more mana to fight it out with, that's pretty good. I am a bit overextended. That's a giant wave. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna exhaust Twitch and I got myself killed. Yeah, see, that was terrible. There was a giant wave right here. Okay, so there was a giant wave right here, right? And because of that giant wave, I should have automatically been somewhere around here. And it wasn't on Israel's fault. It wasn't anything. I had exhaust up. I was playing too aggressively. I got the fact that we had 2 kills from the previous engagement kind of go to my head. We had a level advantage. Twitch is 3, Israel's 4, but Brand's damage, like I said earlier, is still really high. I took more damage from Brand than I did Twitch there. That was just really poor positioning. Twitch does have a slow in his W, so walking up that far was just plain stupid. And I ended up just getting myself killed. But, that was a mistake on my part, and that's why we're doing this, to make sure I can remember not to do these kind of things again. Okay. So Ezreal mostly going to be laning by himself. Anything interesting going on anywhere else? Got a gank going on top. Ooh, very weak Wukong. Wukong has a stealth. He has a decent amount of mana. I believe his flash is down. Yeah, his flash is down. They're going to have to worry about his stealth. Okay, I believe that's his stealth that he just procced there. Nope, there it is right there. He was trying to be cheeky with it. But he's got nowhere to go. Yeah, so... And there's a kill there. Nice. Alright, returning to lane. And Ezreal, noticing that he is alone, went aggressive because he knew that I was back, so he just went in. A little bit of faith in the fact that I would help him win that duel, and smart play by him. If you know your support's there and the enemy support is gone, then by all means, aggress. Especially against someone like Twitch, he shouldn't have been that far up. Once you're on him, you can't go into your stealth. And Ezreal did the really smart thing, honestly, by Eing directly on top of him and just autoing him automatically, not allowing him to activate his stealth and escape. So that was really smart of him. Guy's actually playing pretty good. I just need to stop being an idiot and play around him. Sometimes you get into a bad habit of not trusting your AD. When you get bad AD after bad AD, you feel like you have to do it all yourself and just kind of make them look like a superstar by you playing really well. But when you have a smart AD, work with them. Work around the fact that you realize they are not stupid. They will capitalize on the opportunities given, and they will play according to how the lane should be played. That's the important thing about bot lane. Both members of your team in bot need to know how the lane needs to be played. If the AD doesn't know how the lane should be played, then it doesn't help that the support does, because your AD won't be ready for the things you do. They won't be suspecting you to do what you're going to do, or they won't back you up in the play style that needs to be played to win the lane. But right now, this guy understands when. So we're placing this deep ward here. I placed that ward specifically really deep in the bush because I believe at this point in the game, Kennen was communicating to me that his TP was up. So he was looking to get down here and possibly TP gank. The lane is pushing our way due to just, Twitch actively farming. And Brand kind of catching himself out here. Yeah, yep, that's going to be donezo. Got Pantheon ult again. Going to be a little careful here. I'm circling around, trying to catch one in, and here we go. Here's Twitch. Here's Twitch. Here's Kennen. I don't really know if he was necessary for that one. Did he at least get an assist? He did. So we're going to definitely need to push this tower, possibly get Dragon, because we don't want to waste Kennen's time. He teleported down here, didn't even get the kill. But he did get an assist, but he wasn't really necessary. And so Wukong is going to get, a good amount of free damage on this tower, if not just out and out get it. I don't think he'll be able to out and out get it, because I don't think he has the damage for that. He has his Tiamat. He's going to be able to get a good amount of damage. I don't think he's going to be able to kill it. He doesn't really have a giant minion wave. But we definitely need to kill this. Yeah, we get tower. We need to go ahead and try to snowball this game. The only issue with this game as it stands is Twitch. He's the biggest issue. They have a heck of a front line. Pantheon falls off late game. His damage falls off late game. He's a great assassin earlier, but he's not gonna be the end all be all later. Once people start getting Quicksilvers, they start getting too tanky. If they can survive his all in, he pretty much means nothing. Twitch is the end all be all. He will melt us later. Once he gets Infinity Edge and Hurricane, which he's currently building, the Zeal goes into the Hurricane. Once he gets those items under his belt, he will just start tearing us apart. We have good potential to deal with him even late game because of the high amount of CC. Talon will always be an assassination threat to him if Talon plays it correctly. So that's a big thing in our favor. Sure what I'm doing here. I think we were kind of positioning to see if we can get Pantheon, but that's not going to happen. So we just need to kind of group up, see if we can get this tower too. We're running out of minions though. Oh, friend, out of position again. Hey, yo, wow, it burns. Oh, it burns. Okay, flashed out. Pantheon fortunately did not have flash to follow me. Coming back over only because he's on cooldown. Provide my shields. Talon. Come on, Talon. Pay attention. There we go. And everybody gets up fine. Cool. Oh, Twitch coming in. Yeah, that's something I should have expected. And I don't think I was winning. No, I was pinging. I was pinging for him to be careful because I knew Twitch was already coming. But, oh well. C'est la vie. Staying just to make sure that this doesn't go anywhere bad. Oh my. I think he tried to tank the tower to get rid of it and ended up dying to it. That's pretty great. Alright, Ezreal down here split pushing himself, keeping the pressure on this lane, making sure someone has to return down here. That's fine. A little bit of a scrap breaking out up here. Looks like we're fighting over red buff. What are we doing here? I'm trying to stick with Kennen, try to get him in there. I don't know if he wanted to pursue heavily. Nautilus is quite behind, honestly. The junglers in this season, honestly, should stay ahead in strength. The jungle is so strong, and you can actually outlevel the laners if you farm hard enough. So, yeah. Ezreal showing that Brand's flash is down. So that's good. Good information. He's trying to communicate with us, trying to keep us as informed as possible. Now let's look at the items. That's something I haven't really been thinking about. So far, we've been doing okay. There's a bit of gold under my belt. My sight stone. So here's a decision I'm not really sure of right now. I really put a lot of money towards Micah. Okay, they survived that. I wasn't paying close attention to what happened there, but whatever that little skirmish was, they came out on top. Good for them. Honestly, I don't think anyone should be fighting from blue team right now. They should be mostly trying to just farm up. Mostly they should be trying to sink as much farm in a twinge as possible. You know, like Nautilus and Wukong should be getting very tanky. I mean, he could finish this Hydra, but after that, he should be trying to get tanky. At least tank hybrid. Maybe he should even have this, honestly. He should have Black Cleaver. He should have Black Cleaver and be getting tanky. And Nautilus should just be getting flat out tanky. And then see, this is kind of odd. He is decided to give up his early game Pantheon, who only is useful in the early game, for buying a little bit of a cheap tank item in Chain Vest. It's only 800 gold, but that's still 800 gold he could have gone towards his damage. Which is pretty much what his job was going to be in the early game. He was what was going to keep them in the early game. These two needs to be the front line. He needs to be a damage threat, and everyone needed to just keep holding us off for Twitch to scale. Brand does Brand things, and most of the time he's just cheating. But, you know, his damage is still there. Ow, my face. I should probably back off, but I didn't want to abandon everybody, so not sure if staying here is the best idea. Nothing can really get to me, so, you know, there was no real fear of being close, especially with the terrain advantage of there being a wall here. Talon hopping over everything. Good for him. Ezreal's down here. I'm pretty sure he was just getting some farm, but intelligently knowing that Twitch is still dangerous, even if you know if he's not careful, Twitch is still dangerous, knowing that Twitch has a heal and flash advantage. So he was being precautious and looking it back. But I'm coming down. I'm really weak. Tried to disable that. Now see, I messed up here because I should have scanned in the bush before I stepped near it, because I actually could have cast it from over here and disabled the ward, and would have been able to walk through possibly without Twitch noticing. But oh well. Twitch just gonna sit there trying to wait on some CS. Wow, I was trying to sneak around to see if we could get him. Of course, I see this ward spotted me, but I don't know when this one was placed. These guys were placing some kind of odd wards. I'm not sure why they're putting such strange priority on like the bottom bushes down here. I suppose to try to get Twitch some safety because he does need to farm. They kind of have a net of wards for him, really. There's wards here. They needed one right here, but I suppose that's covered by here. But if something's right here, it could possibly be too late. Even with his stealth being as long as it is, they could possibly, just hunt him all the way back to this tower, but probably not. But still, a ward here would have been nice. They do need to get some better vision of Dragon. They have some okay vision around Dragon, but they need more. Oh goodness, keep fighting. Okay, that's my fault. Sorry. Let's go back a little bit. As soon as I figure out how. Okay, so keeping this out there, keeping the fact that Dragon is spawning soon, trying to keep that information out there, keep the jungler aware, keep mid lane aware. You gotta really force the issue sometimes. Keep the fact that Dragon's aware. Everyone's picking up on it. Everyone's motioning towards mid. That's good. A bit of a scrap breaking out. Here comes Wukong. It's okay, she's very tanky. He's all in to try to kill her, and he wasn't expecting my shields to come in, so he's very weak. She gets to get away alive, possibly choke some pots. Okay, he's gonna come back. Dragon is still not quite up. Okay, 13 seconds. So that's possibly enough time for our jungler to heal and get back down here pretty quick. At the very least, we can keep them zoned off from the dragon, so they're not gonna get the dragon. Wow, they actually conceded this. Nautilus has gone into his jungle, and they're just kind of conceding the tower. Not sure if that was the best thing. They may have been able to hold that off. The problem is they have no wave. They've ran here. He's just, there. And, oh, unfortunate. And he goes back around fast, so we got him. Now, see, this is a point where everyone has to be kind of worried. Everyone has to be worried because they are now man up. I have gotten jumped in there, and I engaged that Twitch way too long. I thought we could collapse on him quick enough, and so I burned a lot of things on trying to kind of get his damage. This fight's going to be really crazy, but we do have a Kinnan for a ton of CC, so that's good. He's putting out good amount of damage, but Twitch really needs to be focused. We really need to focus him out. Don't worry about anything else. There we go. Sejuani is staying on top of him. That's good at Julio. And all he can pretty much do is stealth and run away. Now where's he going to go? He's got 1 HP. So he's just going to run for his days? Yeah, he's going to run for his days. Ran there to try to ward off the hunt. That's good. Okay. So all in all, that didn't go that bad, but the thing about scrapping early against late game champions is like any kills under their belt's kind of a good thing. He's not at the point where he should be killing anything. He should have his Hurricane. He should not have gone IE first. The Hurricane gives you crit chance. The Infinity Edge makes it where you get bonus damage on critical strikes. You need higher crit chance to make the Infinity Edge worth it. Plus, it just helps him not be so single target and helps his ult just spread everywhere. And it spreads his stacks, spreads his passive, and it's just a great item for him. So the fact that he's gone Infinity Edge before Hurricane probably helped us in that team fight, honestly. He would have had a lot more he would have had a lot more AoE there. And I am so sorry I'm not paying attention to when these fights are happening and letting things just happen. Okay, so we're doing Dragon after that scrap. We have good advantage. Twitch is coming in ahead of his tank line, so this is kind of silly. And he's trying to ambush Talon of all people. I notice what's going on. Give him a little bit of extra help bursting him. Give him a shield, and Twitch just vanishes. I'm not sure why Twitch is trying to go solo jump an assassin. Like that's not what you want to do as the ADC. You do not want to engage the 100-0 assassin all on your lonesome. That's just suicide. So Wukong's up here pushing by himself, kind of. Kinnan's a little weak. Sheesh. I'm surprised he didn't all in that. I believe he did have ult, but he was probably scared of Kinnan's ult. Kinnan did have ult, so. Okay, good for him. I mostly came up here just to try to scare him off. We seem to be trying to enclose, pop goes, see if we can catch him. Maybe. Maybe we'll catch. Talon seems a little weary about it, so you know, that's fine. It wasn't a dedicated thing. I mostly just wanted to get the pressure off Kennen, give Kennen a chance to back, which he has done. I'm very healthy. I should be warding right now. I need to get some deeper vision. I have okay vision. This is not all mine. But we have okay vision as a team. No, actually, no. Our vision's quite poor. This is something that I'm talking about. I need to start to get my ward. I need wards here. Alright, got one there. And I do need some better vision around their red. Possibly make picks around here. Because that's kind of what we want to do right now. I want to give Talon as much vision as I can, so he can try to look for assassinations. And oh my, I have overextended and they burned a lot on my face, but I'm still dead. Let's see what our team does with that. They did burn a lot on me, and Talon was able to see what they burned, see that they didn't have a lot of things to like actually CC him with, and so went in to try to help assassinate these people. These two can work together and they can still win. No one's getting scared. That's okay. Talon knew he could not get out of rage. That great escape from Ezreal. I'm surprised he even tried it. Most people would have just kind of written themselves off for dead and just you know, taking the death, but he, I guess, could judge. Either he just flashed and E'd out of desperation, or possibly he just knew. Maybe he just knew that I will survive this if I can just get away from this last auto attack. And sure enough, he got out. So good for him. It burned his flash. Possibly did not need to E into that skirmish like he did, but that's okay. That's okay. He got out alive. His flash is down. Twitch's flash will be up soon. He has heal as well. Ezreal has his heal. And he is Ezreal, so you know, burning his flash isn't the worst thing in the world. If I'm not mistaken, he has gone blue. Yes, he has gone blue, so he has quite a bit of cooldown. He not the longest cooldown by any means. So he does still have a pretty good escape option in this kit, so he doesn't have to worry too much about flash. This is a pretty good fight for us if we can stay on the hunt. I'm gonna go ahead and get him. He's back. Yep. I don't know about that ult run. That wasn't really necessary. He was pretty dead to rights. I would have had more shields for Kennen, so he's not him. Sejuani going a little crazy. Yeah, going a little crazy. This is not good. Alright, well, we got him. I'll just need to get out. Everybody run away. Everybody run far away. Okay. So Kennen's life preserved pretty much through shields and panicking. But that was very much a dangerous moment. Alright, everyone's getting kind of weak here. This is the advantage of having good poke. You know, we can just kind of keep them zoned out. Karma's very quick on her feet. I'm staying because I have my shields. They don't have a lot of hard CC. They have Nautilus, but as long as I dodge his hook, I should mostly be okay. If he ults, I'll just E and start running the opposite direction to get myself under tower before it actually pops me up. Very odd teleport from Wukong. That was not necessary at all. They don't have pressure on the tower. They don't have any semblance of control. So that really was not a necessary teleport. So now we have that advantage. Kennen does have teleport, so this means he can split push, and he can force them to deal with him. Okay. Kind of odd use of his ult. He did get me. He got me. I was maybe pursuing that a little too closely, but now they don't have a really, really key ult for them. Here comes Pantheon ulting in. They really should all turn and collapse on Pantheon. Very good. He can turn on him and kill him. And yeah, they got him. But that's gonna be it. That's 2 for 2 in the long run. Oh, 3 for 2. Yeah, 3 for 2 in the long run. Oh, no, 4 for 2. Very good. Very good. Good trade for us. We're also going to be able to get tower off of that. Possibly 2. They should definitely push for that and that. We need to check Drake timers. Drake timer. Alright. 58 seconds. So this is actually really good. There'll be pressure on their mid lane. I can spawn, come out. I hope that I'm going to do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm coming out. I am timing the fact that Dragon, I'm going to get vision control around it, and we can possibly come out after getting this tower, come immediately to Dragon, get the Dragon, and keep it moving. Okay, good. I'm doing the right thing for once. Yay! That was a little special. That's not where I need to scan, but okay. Don't worry about it. Not sure. I'm not sure why are we backing? Why are we backing? This Dragon's about to be up. 18 seconds is enough time for him to get back, so okay. I'm trying to clear out as much vision as I can. Another pick top. That's good. See, this is what I'm. See, here's the good part. Kennen has used the teleport advantage very wisely. He has gone top. He has shoved the lane in as far as he could, forcing Wukong to react, or someone to react to coming up here. He is now backing with the lane pushed up. Wukong is present in top with teleport down. Kennen is ready with TP to get down here and be able to get here if he need be. So it forces the enemy team to be man down in this dragon fight. They've chosen not to even take the dragon fight, or they don't even know we're doing it, one of the two. Either or, if they were just actively choosing not to take the dragon fight, wise on their part, because it would not go well. If they did engage that dragon, it wouldn't go well. It would most likely end up with them giving us more kills, and they just need to play for their late game. That's what blue team needs to do right now. Play for their late game. Twitch needs to stop trying so hard to get kills and just look for as much farm as he can. But sometimes the problem is not that you're not looking for farm, it's that your team's not giving you the farm. Like this. This was possibly pushing their way. And instead of, this was pushing their way for sure. And instead of letting it go to Twitch, they just did it. And Pantheon is down there taking it. Meanwhile, Pantheon probably should have been looking here. He should have been ulting in way sooner. And now the scrimmage is over and there's nothing for him to do. He's now ulted with zero purpose. That was a little dangerous by us to be up that far with Pantheon ult. I wasn't thinking about it. I don't think many other people were either. We could have gotten flanked by his ult, and it would have probably gone a little bit worse. Being caught between Nautilus and Pantheon probably would have given Twitch all the free reign he needed to just decimate us. And see, now, this is not good. Ezreal is extremely strong. He is extremely strong. And Pantheon just doesn't have the damage to begin to assassinate him. So we're just kind of doing whatever we feel right now. Ezreal's getting away with murder. Give him as many shields and heals as we can. He's got a good amount of lifesteal. And even though we're all weak sometimes, it's just the teamwork. Nautilus is a big guy, but we'll take him down. There we go. And we get the inhib. And all of that happened without Kennen. He just kind of said, I don't ever need to teleport to that. They seem okay. I'm just going to keep pushing these towers. And now we have pressure in literally every lane. So, looking pretty grim for blue team. Need to go ahead and close it out. Like I said, you never want to get too relaxed. You never want to get silly. Keep focused the entire match. Never over till it's over. Brand, a little far up. Gotta remember how immobile you are, buddy. Okay, we're all weak. Kong could just ult us all. His flash, fortunately, was down. So was his ult. Ezreal going deep for the triple. Good for him. Up to CC. Give him as many shields as we can. Just keep backing him up. He's got the guts. He seems to have the skills, so. Alright, we're doing good, but we need to not push our luck. We have a ton of pressure. There's just minions everywhere. Just a legion of little red derps just attacking all the towers. So let's just go with that. They have to focus on that. Oh, there we go. They lost the tower. Good job. Legion of minions prevails. And, we just need to back by possibly do Baron. Baron definitely should be the priority here. They are completely tied up. I'm surprised they haven't surrendered, honestly, but they're completely tied up. They do not have the time to come out of their base. If they come out of their base, they will most likely just lose to minions. So Baron is free right now. Baron is completely free. Why are we on the bottom side of the map? This way, this way. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Alright, let's go to the jungler telling us that his smite is down. As a jungler, it's important. Make people know. Because they could try to desperately invade this Baron and try to steal it from us. So letting us know that the Baron, that his smite was not up quite yet, possibly helps us know that we might need to burst the Baron. And I need to pop it at the end, so save cooldowns for doing a spike of damage towards the end of the health to make sure that the enemy cannot steal it. But we just melted it, and there we go. Now we just kind of run in with Baron, pressure them, and hopefully not fuck up so bad that we somehow throw them. But that would be an honestly amazing throw. That'd be pretty epic. Oops. He uses Bork on the minion. Ah, so close. So very close. There's nothing. Here comes front load of damage. And redemption and shield and boom! Okay, there we go. So this is one thing I love about Karma support. If you do get all in like that, between redemption, which is just an AoE heal after 2 seconds of channeling, and Karma's ult proc E, you can give your team a lot of shield and health back, and just kind of counteract hard-hit engagements. Anyway, that went okay. A lot of mistakes were made. Still a lot of places to shore up on. My vision game needs fast improvement. I've got to get more wards out, and I've got to be more careful about overextending. Even as Karma with all her shields and speed, I need to practice some moderation of precaution. We did play the game mostly right. Everyone did okay. We played the early game very well. We did some decent rotations, not the best, but decent. We snowballed well. And yeah, we kind of just played the early game to prevent Twitch from scaling into oblivion and murdering us all. So, that's going to be my first analyzation. Not the best, but not the worst. We did okay, we won, and that is the goal in the end, and we'll improve with time. Alright, so, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody.